Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 58 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
These two teams getting a couple of late-season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte.
And Young's throw there incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Young now. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So the Bucs now in great shape to begin their initial possession. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
And 4 of those picks led to the loss. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Downing. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Wright. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Back to throw. Downing.
And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
And defensively here, it's hard to overlook the fact that this is an offense that's dead last in the NFL in rushing. So this back 7's going to be tested. Heck, might be more of a back 8. No doubt about that. And they surrender the catch here and the first down.
First down, here's White. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Downing. And he's going to go down. He defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Now a man drafted and then let go by the Panthers. Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Butker's kick here is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now we'll pause for an injury here. That's George Pickens, the receiver who's in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On 3rd down, Downing. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken it around the 40. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 10. Young. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays, your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Young off the play fake. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Yaya Diaby in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Young. Finding Green complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. The Bucs in trouble to start play, 6 and 8 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Try to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to throw again. And Winslow brings it in over the middle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. The 37-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First down, Buccaneers.
They'll look to throw again. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's White. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on 3rd down. Dowling. Just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offense offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Panthers now set to take over offensively.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones. Not have the balls get through goalposts.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. To throw, Young. Man on the outside. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. On play action, Young. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got him complete.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On 1st and 10, Young. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. It's Young off play action. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers have taken the lead.
An out route there for the score. A quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So out come the Bucs now. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody have to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Dowling. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Under pressure, they got it again. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And this will be taken at the 13. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, where you see the final score there. Devontae Adams, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. Joe Burrow has thrown a touchdown pass. We saw a strong first half out of the Alabama man and former #1 selection, Bryce Young. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Ball has been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's second and inches. At the 35.
Operating from the gun. Dowling firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Off the bootleg. Dowling has taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bucs first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Dowling. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
They're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dowling. This is the tight end, Njoku. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Dowling. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. They'll run with Robinson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Back to throw. Dowling. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Dowling. This is White on the screen. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Butker's kick here is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Receiving team.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Young on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
The play fake. Now Young. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll run on first down. It's Green.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Young will set to throw.
That's complete to Mooney. Third down and 1.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Up the middle they go. Norwood. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground. Despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Now 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Young.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That caught by Trimble.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And he'll find McLeod on the right side, complete. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte.
Now a 2nd and 10.
This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Touchdown, Panthers.
Jarnell Mooney.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
And a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Downing. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continue to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And it's fielded at the 34. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again.
Last drive, the touchdown, 4 catches. Really good. He was. They were not good on the other side trying to stop him. What do they need to do?
Well, this is where the entire staff has to get involved because we always focus on the defensive coordinator. But he needs help from other people with their eyes and their expertise, and he needs to listen to them. And sometimes you just can't afford to wait on a drive and say, okay, let's get to the sidelines and start. You need to find a way in the middle of that drive to start taking away what's hurting you.
Yeah, in-series adjustments, and how do you do that?
Well, what you do is you listen to what everyone else is telling you, what they're seeing, the patterns that are developing, and maybe you just start running extra bodies to take away that particular player.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here is Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. They go play action. Young.
To the sideline and incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Again, it's Young.
Complete to Mooney on the slant.
And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. 1st down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the 1st down, but you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it to the post, go up 2 scores.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Throwing on 1st down. Dowling. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Dowling. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And now following the desperation turnover on downs, they're set up with a 1st and goal to go. Now this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. Young. Got a man and he hits him in stride. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Isaiah Spiller, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
A gain of 14.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's White. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. Back to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Panthers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back.
Now 2nd and 9.
And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 11 yards in the Panther 1st down. Able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Green, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love